backs up traffic. They cut through the neighborhood, causing congestion throughout the neighborhoods, and it's also quite dangerous.
Videos of these illegal rubber burning car shows are all over social media.
Paul Murphy reports one state rep is now calling for the city to crack down on the events.
I repeat, gotta get hit by a road back.
It taking me away, Marty. Like, I could be going through something. Like, my partner just got killed last night, dog. Right. It just take me away. Really do, bro. I could burn a little rubber and the adrenaline and just touching that pedal. And that tire smoking and, you know, love it. I love it, bro. It takes me away.
Drivers in fancy cars took over the intersection near St. Bernard Avenue and North Rampart, spinning in circles, screeching tires, and burning rubber.
Now, I've seen tags as far away as Oklahoma and Texas to meet up, and it's at a predetermined time, usually at dark, about 6 o'clock to 6:30. And from the last incident, they were here for about 2 hours.
Listen, nobody get in the fucking middle. Fuck them. Fuck.
Why do you risk your life and your freedom to do this stuff? You know what I'm saying?
It's just basically like it's just really fun, son, and it's just like really something to do. You feel me? Like, well, New Orleans small, so any little fucking thing you do is you risking your fucking life. You walking out your door, you risking your fucking life. You could walk to the corner, you got 20 cars, a JP, fucking NOPD, or fucking the state troopers, whoever. You heard me? You could just pull up and they could just plant some shit on you. So like, fuck. If I'm gonna go to jail, I'm gonna go to jail for something that I like doing. And that's, if that is me bending the corner sideways and the police get behind me, it what it is, fuck it.
Don't live man. That's all we do it for, man. This nigga rap, this nigga drive cars and ride bikes. That's fucking multi-talented or what? I sing too, but I'm not gonna say. Oh, any sing. You heard me? Man, a dog. Man, a dog. You gotta get him to this man, a dog too. Nah, man, this is about Earl. He drive everything. This is about Earl. Boats, jet skis, everything. Helicopter. I put the helicopter in the song because of him. He got a helicopter. That's why I was going.
Oh.
Events where people spin out and burn rubber are not random. They've been described as a flash mob or a pop-up that are planned out and organized online.
They know where to meet, they know when to meet, and the idea is to do it for as long as possible until the police show up.
in a Jeep, jumping in the nigga way and shit. You fucking a nigga.
Hey, look, I put 1,000 on, I would've got out the way.
I told that boy, listen, if I was in my car, I'd slap him with that bitch. On guard. I ain't sparing no nigga. Look how much people out.
You go over there, Marley, tell him. Detroit the fucking Nolan. You know this is East Side shit, man. Detroit to the NOA, baby. Best ass to the city, baby.
So you would say that this car community is a lifestyle, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, to me, it's a lifestyle. Like, I don't do it for the followers or the fame or none of that. I do it for the love of it. It's a lifestyle for real. You know, just the tire streets and burning rubber. I love it. Love it.
So tell me this, you know what I'm saying? Why sideshows and not races, you hear me? Why you spinning there and don't go line up somewhere?
I never was Marley, I never was a racing. When I was growing up, I think I saw the first dude come on the East. He was in a fucking Trans Am. He burned some rubber, and ever since then I fell in love with it. And I never liked the races. I don't know. I just loved like the cut up session, and when the dudes come through sliding, I loved it. And I was about 12, 13 when I first fell in love with it.
These street runners, man, we out just shout out OG Marley here.
Since you've been in this so long, do you feel like these cars create like a sense of community or bond between people, you know what I'm saying?
Cars do. I done met a lot of cool people through these cars. And like, as far as with the police, Marley, I don't feel like we be breaking no law or nothing. That's all we doing is burning tires that we had to spend money on. And these cars really, I didn't really saw these cars with me. I'm a prime example. I done met a lot of people like Leah, Raul Race. I didn't even met Marley through these cars. Professor Drake through these cars, you know. And he could tell you we've been bad for about 3-4 years now. Yeah, he know me, he hit me, and he's no running. And it brought a mind with all this. I didn't know these dudes. And it was a positive mind. Ain't too many niggas you know at a car scene you heard that he had a shooting or this and that. It bring together positive things. And they be trying to shut us down.
Man, I done met some amazing people. I met some amazing fucking people, like white, black, Hispanic. Like I met some amazing people. I met some fucked up people too, but that's a part of life. But yeah, I never thought like I'd be cool with so many white people. You hear me? Just because of like some fucking cars. You feel me? Like how many white people just walk up like, "Whoa, what's up, Ray, son?" That should be amazing. Of so many people like way out in Metairie, Kenner, like damn, know who the fuck I am just by turning a car on. That's love. Like, that's really love.
I say firstly, just out of the fun of it, and then after this, then where we from, they ain't got much shit to do, so seeing that shit on the internet elsewhere, make you want, you know, get into some shit, you know, fuck.
That shit just fun overall. It's like it's the girl, bro, like, you know, motorsports.
I feel like for me, like, when I go, basically I feel like I'm risking my freedom, but it's the closest thing to feeling free. Like doing what we want. You know what I'm saying? Not being scared of the law. Like 90% of the time, you know, when we walking around by ourselves, when we mobbed up together, you know, we doing what the fuck we want. So it's like, I feel free when I'm doing that shit.
I ain't get to see no smoke for y'all, but y'all know who I am.
Like, describe the bond that these cars and just spinning these cars create between, you know, everybody that do it.
I think it's pretty cool because, you know, when I first got into it, it finally gave me that feeling of like feeling connected. You know what I'm saying? Like realizing I had a bunch of resources in different areas. You know what I'm saying? That connected us through one thing, which was just sliding. You know what I'm saying?
Did you look at what was going on in Cali, you know what I'm saying, the Bay, or you didn't even know about all that at first, you know what I'm saying?
Who inspired me was, I used to follow them pages, but like I said, my first time doing this was I was 12, 13. My sister had a fucking 2000 Z28 white. I remember it, white seats in it. It had no AC and the windows didn't go down.
So there was no internet, nothing. It was purely love for the shit, huh?
It was my grandpa. Rest in peace to my grandpa. My grandpa, when all the kids was playing as a youngster, my grandpa had me working on cars. And fuck, that's what I just took a liking to it. And took off from there.
Fall in love with cars, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. It go way back from when I was a little kid. You hear me? I'm from that east side, New Orleans.
Yeah.
Straight from out that Goose. Like, I used to go around stealing nigga bikes. You hear me? Had like 10, 20 fucking bikes in the shed.
No, you know,
putting them bitches together. You hear me? Spray painting them bitches. Going to the checkerboard. Going to Freshman Wall. Going to Skyview and shit like that. Stealing fucking bikes just to put one together. Son. So like, when it got to cars, that just what did that.
I did my first donut in the F-body. Like I told you, my sister had a 2000 Z28, white seats, white leather in there. Boom. My sister had 2 cars. She had that and a cut dog. Mm-hmm. My sister used to work at a nursery in like 04, right before the snow. Mm-hmm. She had 2 cars. She had a cut dog and a Z28. 2000, it was an LS, you hear me? I used to steal her car when she go to work. Sometimes when she does, she had an automatic start. I used to watch her when she sleep. I hit it in her room, get start up, she don't move, I jump in that bitch. I used to really go practice in the middle of the night doing donuts in the grass.
That's real passion, so that's like...
So what made y'all fall in love with cars?
Sliding, for sure. Motherfucker didn't even fuck with cars till we started wanting to slide, really.
Right. I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't into cars until I got into sliding. That's when I learned about cars and what the fuck was under the hood and what the rear ends do and all that shit. Like, I ain't know nothing about that shit.
So how y'all got into sliding? How y'all first learned about sliding?
I've always been into it since I was a kid. You know, Fast and Furious, Tokyo Drift. That was like...
That's the major first one.
Yeah, that was fire as fuck. You know, some underground street shit, drifting, you know what I'm saying? It was respected, you know what I'm saying? But...
And then seeing the boys all at the pad and shit spinning on main block.
Fucking right.
Where do y'all think it started in New Orleans as far as like it becoming a community, you know what I'm saying?
I'd say from the Out Here team. Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Yeah. I would definitely say everyone that's ever been involved has definitely a part in it, whether they still around or not.
Right.
Whether they did some fuck shit, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everyone played a role and part in it.
Right.
Where we are today, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to the ones that kept it real and still around, because that's what it's all about. You know, just keeping it G and doing what you got to do for the culture. You know what I'm saying? Without getting anything back.
Facts.
Where do you feel like the origins of this sideshow culture in New Orleans began? You hear me? Can you explain like where all this shit came from? You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie. When I was young, I really saw it. I really first time seeing it was under the Claiborne Bridge. The old timers come through, but to be honest with you, from my point of view, after Katrina.
Wait, I won't cut you off, but for the people that's not from out here, explain what Claiborne Bridge is. You hear me? Claiborne
Bridge is downtown New Orleans. You hear me? It's like by the 7 Mall. Arcade is really right there. Man, I saw my first donut and really like somebody cut up in a fast car right there on Claiborne. This is downtown. Claiborne is downtown. Y'all spectators of our viewers from out of town, you won't see the car life. 9 out of 10, Claiborne is where it started, but we do have other spots.
What was like one of the first times you went under the bridge, like Claiborne and shit?
Oh, first time I was under the bridge. See, like, really and truly, so I'm like an OG in the game. Like, I bought my first car at like 18. You heard me? And like, I used to ride big rims. And like, they always had niggas with Trans Am and Camaros and shit like that. But like, I had a Grand Prix on 26s.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I see it.
You heard me? I had Lambo doors and all that shit like that. Why? They was in the fast cars and shit. So like, once I was out there, we all was like out there, like at the same time. I could say I was probably like 17, 18. You hear me? Like my first time really underneath the bridge and actually like, damn, like that shit cold.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like we'll come through with our doors up, park in front of Cajuns. You hear me? Next thing you know, it's like 20, 30 fucking F-bodies doing burnouts, doing donuts and shit like that. And like, boy, I'm gonna give me one of them bitches one day. You hear me? Like real shit. Like even going back when I first bought my Grand Prix. You hear my first Grand Prix? It was a 2001 Grand Prix on the West Bank, and it was a Grand Prix, a Monte Carlos, and the Trans Am. You hear me? And I'm like, I want the Trans Am. You're like, oh, you're not getting that shit. You too young. And I was like that. I'm like, well, fuck. If I can't get that, then I'm gonna get the Grand Prix because it got a sunroof and leather, and the Monte don't got nothing. Right. So it was that. So first, I just end up with a Grand Prix. Like I've been wanting an AM. You hear me? Like since I was like 18, but mom wasn't having that shit.
Boom. It was something. I'm gonna put it like this. It was something that been out. It's something that been like in New Orleans, especially Trans Am. Trans Am's Camaro. That's how I find like it's something that been in New Orleans. But I'm gonna put it like this. After the storm morning, the culture had kind of died. Right. If y'all don't know or nobody, you know, if y'all ain't been following me, I'm Eastside TV, and I didn't make the culture of the cars out here in Burning, but I did wake it back up in New Orleans. Like after the storm, around 15, nobody wasn't really, they had fast cars, but nobody wasn't really cutting up in there. They was driving in like regular citizens, you know. They wasn't doing all that cutting up. When I came down and I rekindled the, you know, the fire to it. Yeah, it's been popping ever since.
I feel that, yeah.
And that feeling is like a one of a kind. Like you actually, at first you be scared, bro. I remember me going to the pit and I'm shaking. I'm in that bitch shaking. You gotta put on your favorite Buck song. You smoke a Joe, and you got a button lit. It's like you gotta do something to calm your nerves while you about to go do this, but you nervous as fuck. So like that adrenaline rush that you get in that bitch and you just you heard me, and you just doing it. You just coming out. That's one thing. But see when you actually good at this shit and you doing a donut and you watching the crowd going crazy, you heard me, and you just like, and you actually watching all this shit and you doing the donut inside of you, just doing this fucking donut, and you watching the crowd just going crazy for you, son. That feeling right there, son, is the real reason why that I really stayed in this shit for so long. Like,
so you was talking about how basically playing off each other energies. Does this take skill to do? Because a lot of people, you know, there's a lot of people that say, oh, they just spinning cars. What y'all think?
Yeah, there are some people out there that really are just spinning cars. And I feel like there's people out there, like, if you really know what you're doing, you can really know what to look for in the people that are sliding. You can tell who's got skill and who doesn't.
It's sauce. In reality, it's sauce, because, you know, if you got a good rear end, you can turn the wheel all one way and hit the gas and it's gonna spin, you know, but it's the juice, it's the sauce that you're doing, and, you know, going wide and then spinning out in a certain place, and you're spinning out in that certain place every time. You know, you're not just spinning out, you're doing it on purpose. It's crowd control. You surfing the crowd, then I'm gonna stop, boom, and I'm gonna surf from the other way.
Yeah, a good analogy for it. I heard somebody say once, it's like being in control of like an out of control car, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a different feeling.
That's the whole term of drifting, yeah.
It's like going down on a roller coaster, that feeling, but you got control of it.
Right. Yeah.
You're controlling something that's technically out of control.
Facts. You dig?
You know, you ain't thinking about nothing else right there. Like she said it in the movie. You know, you're not thinking about the past or the future, you know? Nothing else matters.
It don't take skills to just go and just pop the clutch or just hit the gas and turn the wheel. You feel me? But the skills come in that is going small, going in, figure eight in that bitch. You know, touching corners. You know, and like your exit. Like if you your exit is basically if you gonna crack the fold. You feel me? Cause every exit be different, all on the crowd and what's your surroundings. Like, boom. Let's say you on Downman in a circle, you got cars here. You heard me? You know you won't do a fire ass exit, bring that bitch all the way sideways out the gate, but you know you can't. So you could do it multiple ways. You could like leave that bitch out, or you could just, you know, before you come out your donut, hit your bricks and walk that bitch out. You feel me? All that shit takes skills, cuz.
That's what it is, man. This bitch too pretty for all that, man. Look, I dropped the blunt. I don't know why I dropped the blunt at though. Come on, pick the blunt up. I don't know why I dropped it at though. Hey, man, let's clean up. This bitch too pretty. You know, main block. This our, you know what? This our personal block. Wrong. Y'all all chill. You barely touched that bitch. Nah, no curve. Put the name on that bitch. That bitch good. I hit shit, keep fucking going. Bitch, give me some more allowance. Do it for allowance? Bitch, I'm your daddy, bitch. You my little boy. You my little boy. You my little boy. You my little boy.
I think all this from buying cars, building a car, going spending them, getting better, just going through everything with the car club. You think that all help you keep moving forward and stay alive out here?
Definitely. Listen, bro, I'm sweating this bitch. I'm like, hide that Hennessy. I got an incision from hip to hip. See that shit?
Mm-hmm.
Bullet holes, bro. This car shit changed my life on some shit. Cause it took me out the streets a little. It's kind of music. I'm still in the streets, and it took me out the streets. That makes sense?
Yeah.
It just
I get what I definitely get what you're saying.
It keep me away from the pods. And when I'm out here with my son, we was on the lake yesterday, and every car that passed, I was like, what that is? My son 4 years old, he said a Corvette. I said, what that is? Mustang. I said, what that is? A Camaro, a 6th gen. I said, what that is? A Camaro. You know, I got 2 cars. He was sitting on my Trans Am. I'm like, what this is? He said a Trans Am. I printed in my other car. I said, what that is? He said a Camaro. He loved it. My son loved it. And I love that he loved that, and he ain't out here. Cause these kids these days, they growing up just want to be gangsters. They don't know nothing about stealing bikes and go-karts or just having bikes and go-karts. I ain't even gonna say stealing, but when I was growing up, I stole bikes, painted them, roll fly on mags of Dayton with the horns on the handlebars. Oh, I graduated from bikes to go-karts and shit, you know. But now these days, these kids don't know nothing about living. That's all they know is they listen to that fucking music and they want to be gangsters. They don't know nothing about still being, they growing up too fast out here. They need to slow down.
Facts. Did that keep you out of a lot of trouble?
Fucking right, bro, cause you didn't have time to be in 2 places at one time. You hear me? Like, okay, boom, let's say it's a Sunday. You feel me? Matter of fact, fuck it, not even a Sunday, cause if you in this car world, you fucking with cars 7 days a week. So let's just say a random day like a Tuesday.
It's a lifestyle.
Right. So let's just say a random day like a Tuesday. You heard me? You wake up, you don't know what the fuck you about to do today, but you just know something, whatever the fuck you do got something to do with a fucking car. You feel me? You hop in your car, you ride around, you go end up meeting your little partners, this, that. Next thing you know, y'all working on somebody's fucking car, all chilling, talking, this, that, and other. If you doing that, how could you be out there robbing, killing, and shit like that? You can't be in 2 places at one time. So like I said, son, like, it kept me out of so much shit, bro. Like, I can't lie. It put me in trouble, but it kept out a lot of shit. Right. Like, I didn't get into like the street life and the shit like that. It was just like straight calls, and like it's always that older person. You feel me? And that That older person always should guide you down the right path. You feel me? So like, boom, if I'm riding around and I go meet my older OG, you heard me, we gonna do some coast shit. Like, if he not on that other shit, I'm not on that other shit. So it's no way in hell that I'ma get into some other shit if the nigga that I'm following, you hear me, not in no other shit. So yeah, like, it kept me out of a bunch of shit, bro. Right. Like, it kept me out of a bunch of shit, son. Like, I had, like, my childhood little partners who I used to go steal bikes with. Man, them niggas in jail. Like, 2 dead, 1 in jail doing life for 2 bodies. You feel me? Like, them niggas went down the wrong path. And like, just from me going from cars, just from me going from bikes to cars, it just kept me out so much shit, bro. It kept me out way so much shit.
Why do y'all think New Orleans need a cut culture?
Because ain't nobody on shit. Like, not with each other, you know?
They ain't much to do out here, you hear me?
That's the main thing. We really ain't got shit to do. We got fucking a whole Six Flags park that they not even ever planning on rebuilding or doing anything with. You know, that shit's weird.
I know when we started doing shows and shit, people used to tell me like they wasn't on shit. They used to just be in their house all day, every day.
And that's all they fuck with.
And all they fuck with is shows now.
So it gave people not only something to do, but y'all feel like it gave people something to like learn, get better at, you know what I'm saying?
Especially when it's something like they can get into and they realize that when they get in their first car and they might end up spending 10 grand, they not just getting anything. They can actually look into some fire shit and have fun with it, you know? Get their knowledge up on cars.
Right.
And then not to mention the motorsports park we do have, NOLA Motorsports, you know, they host events very, you know, seldomly, but it's not very often, you know? And then we're limited to what parts of the track we can drive and shit, so it's kind of, we don't really have that availability to us, you know?
Could say something to the I guess the police commissioner right now in defense of car culture, sideshows, races at all, you know what I'm saying, what would you say?
I really tell them bitches leave us the fuck alone. Nah, the shit that them dudes doing in the middle of, and y'all, you know, I'm not condoning that. It's cause I see y'all was a little mad at that. I don't condone it. And you won't never see my car out there. I'm not mad at it. I'm kinda mad at them cause they got it hot. But if I could say something to the police, listen, I ain't got nothing to do with that shit. That's on them. But give us our own spot. Give us a legal spot. To what? You remember when I first started doing it at? Where they had all the tires at?
Yeah.
That shit, they ain't doing nothing with that shit.
Nothing, it's an abandoned
It's
bridge
an abandoned little fucking spot. We wasn't putting nobody in harm. Let us have that shit, man. We cleaned that shit up. We got all them tires back there. We did y'all job.
Right. And look, I was there where it happened where everybody would clean that shit up.
We got all them tires. We did their job. We got all them tires from back there just for them to
niggas
shut
got up
up
on a Saturday and would think that
it
shit
brought
up.
a bunch of niggas together, Marlon, that probably ain't even, nigga, we was out there in the hot, in the heat, sweating, doing this because we let that shit. Nobody paid us. We paid to get some of that shit done. Give us our own spot. Let us do this shit, and you probably wouldn't have to worry about them niggas going and fuck up the CBD.
You gonna come next Saturday and fuck up the shit? That was a pretty good fucking job. I think that was an hour. Nigga put in the hour. Look at what an hour do. 1 hour. 1 fucking hour.
1 hour and people that want to work, that ain't scared to work.
No, a bunch of niggas that love this shit.
Yeah, for real, for real.
I gotta wash my ass and wash my car. For real. Police, you hear me? Like, if we sit down and have like a real heart-to-heart conversation and they actually see like the ins and outs.
Trying to understand.
Right, and they see like the ins and outs of the shit that we go through and the shit that we do to our cause just for literally one day. Just to come out and floss that one day, and that is Sundays. You feel me? But like, I tell them like, come ride with me. Like, come spend a weekend with me, and I'm gonna show you the inside of this car shit, and you gonna look at it whole different. Like, don't get me wrong.
Really show you the community, show you the love, show you
right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right. Like, of you just being late to a sideshow and you walking up and everybody that you all, what was up, Ray? What was up, Leo? What was up, this person, this, that, other? Like, just from the love from it, son, it just overwhelmed, son. Like, it just, nothing of it. Like, it's just no different, son.
Fucking nuts. Gee, street ties I blew.
I ain't got no knives. I ain't got no knives.
Niggas be lying down.
Damn, son, you got knives. I used to lie about my nitrous, but I don't have it.
I'm on that fucking Mustang, yeah.
Fuck, I'm saying, the one y'all went out with that GFC on there. Who get that motherfucking thing? Man, what the ice chest at, man?
Yeah, and that's like goes to the police. You feel me? Like, these the same cops that we see every day that we didn't grew up with. We went to school with their kids, or my uncles then went to school with them and shit like that. So like, we know these niggas personally and shit like that. So like, we don't need these niggas like actually getting in our business. Like, actually getting in our business. You feel me? Like, they just know us from our calls, and they may know our fucking Instagram name or like our real name or whatever. But we don't need them getting in our real business. So like, if y'all just keep y'all space and keep it where we safe at and where we could do donuts at, and where they gave us our space, but not literally saying, oh, this is y'all space, but by they just showed us that this is our space. If y'all keep it in them areas, son, we ain't gonna never have a problem.
As soon as that nigga talking on camera, camera rolling. I'm about to get it right. Fucking two-stroke Manny on the camera, you heard me? Say, Rob! Uh-oh. Big money fucking Leo, you heard me? He done cashed out on the 450. He done cashed out on the 450, you heard me? Ain't ride a bike. He done cashed out his new thing, you heard me? Oh, around! Come here, I got a bet. Let my boy see the bike right quick. I gotta see if he can wheel it. The camera is rolling. Let him see the bike right quick. We made a bet. Come on, I got a bike. Oh, here we go, baby. Here we go. Here we go. We rolling. We rolling. Fucking nightlife out here, you know. That camera work. Oh, two-stroke Manny on the fucking lanes. Let's get it. Everybody out here. Shop Life Customs. If you need your shit fixed, come see my boy. You gonna get the back of his shirt. Let me see. Turn around, my boy. Here we go. Shop Life Customs. The blackest nigga I know that'll get your shit right for the goodest price. You can pull over? Huh? So I bet you can pull over? You can see if you can wheel it. Oh, here we go! What is you doing, baby? What is you doing? What is you doing, baby? What is you doing? Oh, what is you doing? What is you doing? Damien, baby, what is you doing? Come on, right there, lift him up. What is that, man? What is that? What is that, man? Oh, man. Well, you gotta put him in school, dog. What time your class start?
I don't know.
Well, what time your class start? We at the fucking
Monday
script.
through Friday.
Wait, hold on. What time? Monday through
Friday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Ooh. All right.
Wait, look. Co-starring the East Side with the King himself, girl.
Yeah. It took me one time. Woo! Hey, we gotta put you in school, my boy. School starts Monday, start at 11 through 2, Monday through Friday. You know, we're gonna teach you a thing or two.
What the fuck going on? Reporting live from Main Block, man. What this is, very fucking very.
So like if we steady doing it and like so when the summer come and we do give like, you know, our Sunday Funday shit, you hear me, at the pad or whatever, I mean on endowment and shit like that, we wouldn't have really no problem.
Right.
You feel me? So like
speak to
right
to our sections, you know what I'm saying?
Right, cause like
right
I'ma keep it G with you. What a lot of people don't know, when we was giving sideshows, bro, we actually put in work. Like we was the ones before that, bro. We used to get the police used to call, the police used to get called on us so much by the businesses that's on Downman. You hear me? Like I used to watch cars on Downman. You hear me? So I went to every business and asked them what was their problem of us giving sideshows. And the only problem that they had, Smiley said parking, cause people can't come in and out. That other artists understood. Cool. Everybody else, it was trash. So like we would really get out there on Mondays. Like a lot of people don't know, cause nobody ain't pulling up on Downman during the daytime on a Monday. You feel me? So nigga out there cleaning trash.
Right.
You feel me? Just so we could keep a good relationship with these people, just so we could cut up. You feel me? But a lot of people don't know that.
Right.
You feel me?
Fuck, now everybody know.
Right.
Yeah, we out chilling, bitch. We really out chilling.
Man, they see what's going on, man. Flick and Wide in the building, man. Y'all see my work, man. Every Sunday, every day, really. Fuck, call me whenever y'all want. I'm pulling up. Straight up.
Fucked up! Niggas really got me fucked up. Like I said, Jay lost that shit, man. Got me fucked up, man. Jay lost that shit, man. Nigga got me fucked up. Man, I'm sick of Jay that fucking nigga. Remember that. I'm Jay that fucking nigga. Out here, bitch. You know it. Remember that here?
That's my nigga, man. 20 bucks. It's out your shirt. 20 bucks, man. Support.
I get it for free, but you know.
20 bucks. No, you gave me. We traded. Right. What the fuck? What the fuck? Where did that come from?
Where the fuck that bitch come from?
That bitch fire, nigga.
Man!
Shop light, straight like that.
What the hell? What is that noise?
Look at boom, man. Look at boom.
You already know what it is. I'm gonna keep dropping my sauce. I've been doing my thing. I fuck with everybody. It's not no competition. I fuck with out here, you hear me? I fuck with everybody. It's them boys, you hear me? Free now, like I said, you hear me? Eastside TV, he on his way out here, you hear me? That's my dude, you hear me?
I see. My dude dropped that sauce.
Smash everybody, man.
I dropped that sauce.
Hey, you got
That sauce. This shit just a movement, man.
Doing it for man, we out here, baby. This for you, baby. This for you, man.
So do you think it's smart to go hit different intersections, or you think it's smart to stay in one spot? You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna keep it G with you, brother. And a lot of people don't think of it like this, but the police did give us our own spot. Downman. Downman is our spot. When Out Here was giving Sideshows them 2 summers, some of the fucking Sideshows got shut down because it was way too many cars.
Yeah.
You feel me? It was traffic, blocked up, fucking chef coming off the interstate, blocked up. You feel me? But other than that, we used to give Sideshows out there every fucking week, and we ain't never got shut down. The police come past, we chill, we talking this, that, other. Long as nobody cutting up while the police passing, we was good. We ain't have no problem until the city got shut down and everybody started coming out there, because that was the place to be, because that was the only place that was open. So like, that's when the police really started enforcing this shit, start passing this bitch 20, 40 fucking carloads of police coming here, think a nigga got shot over there. You feel me? But really and truly say, they gave us a spot. But don't get me wrong, we didn't hit intersections. Yeah, we didn't hit the bridge. We didn't hit these different spots. But it wasn't no, oh, stop the fucking traffic type shit. Yeah, hitting them once or twice is nice, cool. But we have spots where we don't get bothered at.
Right.
So if we stick to them spots, we wouldn't have no problem. We wouldn't be on the fucking news.
Facts.
You feel me? So like, them going to the CBD and like all that shit like that, nah, I don't condone in that shit. Cause why? That starts problems. And like Eastside said, he made a wonderful valid point. And I'm not gonna lie, if any nigga feels some type of way about what the fuck he said, I'ma jump off. You feel me? Cause at the end of the day, where y'all niggas come cut up at, we ride every day. That's where the fuck we live at. So if y'all making it hot on y'all little fucking V6s, so when the police see a Camaro or Mustang or whatever come ride past, they fucking with us. And we not no white person, but like we not no niggas who got our driver license. We may not have insurance and shit like that. You heard me? Cause it's really kind of hard to like really have everything. Especially as a black person, cause like you can walk out your fucking door and get stopped by the police for some dumb shit, and now you got some tickets, and then you forgot about going to court. You feel me? Or you scared to go to court for whatever your reasons is, and now your license is suspended. You feel me? So it's easy to get your license, but it's super easy to get them bitches taken away when you're a black dude riding around in these streets, in the same streets where y'all cutting up at, and we gotta live there.
I don't even got my shit spitting, though. That's fact. Yeah.
We even took the route to do it on private properties. You know what I'm saying? We tried to reach out to people that have properties. You know what I'm saying? Get permission from them.
That's smart.
We got callbacks from them saying that, you know, the police department was calling them, going at their neck. So they didn't want to do it because they didn't want problems with City Hall and stuff. So it was more like a retaliation thing to start hitting intersections and whatnot, because it's like, all right, you know what I'm saying? We go somewhere, we off the roads, we ducked off, we having fun, we good. You know what I'm saying?
We try to do it the right way or shut it down.
And like, yeah, like what else you want? So it's kind of like, all right, we just started hitting intersections and shit. It's more like an awareness thing. You know what I'm saying?
Like, don't get me wrong, I fuck with the Southside niggas. Like, I fuck with all them boys. You hear me? But like, going to that intersection and shit like that shit just not cool. You feel me? I feel where they coming from, how they, but that's like, bro, this New Orleans. But don't give a fuck about that. But he don't give a fuck about that. Or y'all doing donuts to protest. No, nigga, ain't no fucking protest. You feel me? But whatever their reasons was, they had their reasons. But you didn't see none of us there.
You know what I'm saying?
This shit got fun too.
A lot of people start coming out and shit, you know. People been coming out, but you know, it's like a different crowd starts coming out to fuck what we doing specifically, you know.
So
And like
it's a
one
different vibe. It wasn't like shutting the intersection down like fuck y'all. It was like
love.
There's organization, y'all letting cars go boom, you know what I'm saying? Just y'all shutting that bitch down. You know what I'm saying?
block party.
And most of the time we be letting pedestrians through, you know. But you know, if it's sometimes it's too lit for somebody to even go through. Sometimes the swingers can't even get in the pit, you know. So
saying like, what you feel about that?
All right, I can say, you know, you familiar with Blacklist, right?
Yeah.
You saw what Blacklist did about a year or two ago?
Yeah.
They had got a legal spot. Now, I don't know if they really did. I'm not saying they didn't, as far as to go and try to look for the legal spot. But I don't think it would have been that hard, because money talks enough. You would have got a spot and threw some money in their motherfucking face. They would have allowed that shit, because they love money. Because what Blacklist did was positive. And they had a legal spot with the police out there detailing.
Facts.
So I don't know. Maybe I ain't got nothing against. I know who you talking about. Talking about Southside Slide, right?
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing against Southside Slide, Finn Mom, and none of that. But I just don't condone it, because me, I come from the streets. I don't know if they did, but as far as this, I hate police, and I'm not trying to draw their attention.
So you try to stay away from them at any at all, like you're not trying to fuck with them at all.
Listen, I got to ride with this bitch right here. Now, I can put this on camera.
Yeah, you good, bro.
All this, I got to ride with this bitch. And my jacket ain't, I got conviction, so, you know, I try to keep the police far as all my business as I can. And I done made a few posts. A lot of people don't like me, probably because I speak my mind. Professor Drake,
you be like that.
They don't like me because I speak my mind, but I wasn't raised like a lot of other motherfuckers, man. I came up under Soda Slim and fucking BG songs, you know. It was a G code. It was a respect thing, you know. Niggas don't got respect, man. They don't know who told they stepping on. Nigga that made a way. We started this shit. You know, I started this shit. You know, I was one of the first cop pitties. You know who enticed me?
Who?
High Cost TV.
Yeah, that's my dude.
I ain't gonna sit here like, oh, I came up. I ain't no goofy ass nigga. High Cost TV made me want to do it. You know, High Cost TV was into all cars. He wasn't. I love fast cars. I love donuts. High Cost TV was just into any clean car.
Yeah, dude post a truck one day, car the next day.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? But like, I really woke the car game up more, and I be seeing a lot of dudes out here want to be the best, and they be like, who this? Who this? Who this? I don't worry about that shit, nigga. As long as you could pull up in your car and be on the scene, that's what I worry about. As long as we could come together and have fucking 100 cars, 200 cars in a lot, and we could slide and have fun and everybody happy. That's what I like to see. I like to see us come together. I don't want to see us out here talking about who slide the best, who the GOAT, and all this. I mean, what all that shit?
None of that shit matter.
None of that shit matter. For me, Marley, it's the fucking love of the cause. And you know, and when I see the shit, if you ask me, if you in competition, you slick side fucking hating.
Niggas, like you said, that car shit bring your mind from like the reality.
Yeah.
So nigga don't want all that shit to come where, you know, this supposed
right.
to be.
Well, we safe at, we be on Diamond 7 days a week, bro. If you pass, we go to work during the day, this, that, other. At nighttime, we out there grabbing a drink, hiding at John at the tent shop. You feel me? Gonna get something to eat from Smiley's. Shit, like, we out there chilling, vibing. That's our everyday spot. Monday through Sunday. On some chill shit. You feel me? So, we don't need heat over there. Period. So, like, and like the people that's out there, son, we really a fucking family. At the end of the day, we've been out there since we fucking picked up our first car keys. You feel me? And that's from the ones that's actually from out the east, from out the city, that actually know the history of Diamond. Like even going back to when Ricky's was there. Like cars always been a part of Diamond. Always. Always. No ifs, ands, or buts. No matter what type of car it was. They always raced in the back. They always raced on Haynes. They always, you know, these key locations been there since I was a baby. Since my uncles and them was a baby. They was brought up on this shit in these same key spots. So like,
it's kind of like it's sometimes you gotta respect tradition because that's how like you said, yep, they kind of gave us our own spot.
Yeah,
and that's what it is. So like when you start doing all this other shit, that's when they go to bringing heat and then they fucking up for everybody.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of people, they complain about, oh, Diamond not that big, it's not that big. Well, fuck, we not Cali, where they could get away with that shit. They so fucking big, they have fucking 30 sideshows happening in one fucking night. But we not them. We not Detroit, where they gave them a spot. We not Kansas City or wherever that place, other places where they gave them a spot. You feel me? Where they actually gave them legit old building. Like if you look at it, I'm not knocking they spots because they actually spots is actually look good, but they gave them an old ass building with a big ass parking lot and shit like that. We don't have that shit down here. Like even though the building is vacant, right? Even though the building is big and it's vacant and shit like that, but it's still up and that bitch is intact. You feel me? Anybody and that bitch 9 times out of 10 is for sale. So like, if we stay to our key spots, like I said, bro, we ain't gonna have no problem.
That everyone that played a part in building what it is today, I respect them, you know what I'm saying? But some people should stay in their lane. Like everyone plays their part, you know what I'm saying? We got the drivers, we got the cameramen, we got the organizers, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like everyone's got to have respect, you know what I'm saying? And show respect and homage to the ones that was there before them and inspired them. You know what I'm saying? So the shit can keep growing. You know what I'm saying? Like fuck the clout shit. Like we did this shit. Like when we started on Instagram, it was 0 followers. Like it wasn't even about like growing the followers. We didn't know what that shit was about. We didn't care about that shit, but it came naturally. And it was just fun because it was natural. We wasn't replicating nothing. We didn't even know what a sideshow really was. We were just on some slide and shit and trying to get people to come slide. Shit was happening. Right. And Southside, like, a lot of people be hating on us. We really don't give a fuck because we knew each other and been fucking with each other before we even started this shit. Before we even knew what Southside was. And like, you see how we get down and like how the shit, how we coming behind that shit. Like these dudes be laying down rubber every single fucking show. Every show. I don't give a fuck if you got bars, if you coming once every month and we see you twice a year sliding, like, alright, that's cool, like, we fuck with it. But these dudes right here put on every show. It ain't a show if Southside ain't there, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what it's all about, bro. Like, that's how we want everyone to come.
I feel that. We doing this documentary about the car culture of New Orleans with Professor Dre, man. Y'all might know him as Professor Di Marley on Instagram. Check him out. You know what it is, man. Eastside shit.
Yeah. Boy, if that shit just look all reckless and shit like that, yes, and they be scared. Like, and you gotta think about, these not car people. So they don't understand, oh, if this car get right here, I know to jump back this far back. You feel me? No, they don't know that you about to jump back.
Yeah, long live Maine, bro. Like that dude was a cool dude, bro.
Facts, man. Maine was a real nigga, bro. Maine was one of the first, like how I was fucking with you for 3 years, bro. Fucking with Maine starting the same time, bro. When I really got into this shit, son.
Another nigga in the car game, bro. I took 2 purses there. Kind of itching. Another nigga in the car game was fucking Slim Donkey. He did too.
No, yeah, I got footage of him. I didn't mean, yeah, bro.
That dude was a cool nigga, bro. And both of them dudes died. It changed the car game, bro. Like,
no cap.
It changed it, bro. It made us love each other even more. Even though that shit they didn't get killed. Did none dealing with cause. It was whatever they had going on their own personal life. But by them getting killed, it just brought more, like our car thing already was together. The car love was together. It just brought us, kept us together.
Yeah, bro. Like that wasn't happening. See somebody here or a big ass crash happening. The police would get blamed for letting it happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
and that goes from, and that's another thing. That's a good valid point, bro. And that goes to the police that actually let us do our thing. They gonna get the bad rep because we sent you on that and you didn't stop that.
Right.
Even though he came through, y'all calm down, this, that, and other, and he went by his business.
Right.
You hear me? But if something bad happened, you feel me? He gonna get the blame by letting us do our job, our stuff. You hear me? Have our fun, and he not doing his job. So now he about to either get chewed out or he gonna get fired or whatever the case may be. And now he mad at us. And now we got bad. That's a bad vibe.
Yeah.
So like if we just keep all y'all other niggas that don't even got nothing to do with cars and shit like that coming around now, causing y'all beef and shit like that, man, y'all stay the fuck away. Nigga, we like to live. Like y'all get the fuck with that shit. Like, yeah, we have our guns on us and shit like that, but that's to protect us from dumbass niggas like y'all.
You're right. And then driving with another person, and specifically like, especially when y'all at a sideshow and it's just donuts, when y'all both doing donuts and then somebody spins out, the other person spin out and throw it the other way, like that's a charisma, you know what I'm saying? That's like two ball players, really.
Yeah, y'all playing off each other's energy, you hear me?
Like me, really, on some real shit. Real shit. You spin out at the same time, go the other way.
So you
watching each other, you know what I'm saying? Like you say, like you cheat on each other.
Right.
You got so much to watch, you know? You got the crowd, curves, all the cars.
The crowd come into play when you spinning?
Definitely.
Watching it, yeah.
We putting the show on for them. That's
Mhm.
what they doing it for.
Right.
Surf them.
Facts. So
bro, Eastside thing, bro, cause when I tell you Eastside, it's the same exact motherfucking thing, bro. About having to steal bikes and having that passion from being a little kid.
Yeah. I'm gonna give you some game. That's my cousin. Like, like that's my cousin. Like down the line. Like everybody, if you was from the Goose, everybody from the Goose is like really related. It's like 4-5 families out the whole Goose.
Right.
You heard me? And it's like some way down the line, they family. Like my cousin Trey is they cousin Trey.
Yeah.
You feel me? And like all them boys, him, Aaron, all them boys, we all went to school together. From fucking elementary to high school, we all went to school together, all East schools. You heard me? But we so far down the line, we don't even call each other cousins.
You was at my first event I threw?
Which one? You got to tell me. It was with
the Cut Up Session 1. It was back there in that whole.
It was with Spitter, huh?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that was like my first video. Okay, it was like my first video, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, I was chilling out there with my partner. I met Spitter, y'all, through the car. I buzzed one donut in front of Spitter on the lake. He was lined up with his low rider niggas, you heard me? Come through in that yellow thing, and y'all know what said something. I come through in that bitch and bust one donut. Later that day, I got a fucking DM. He like, nigga, I like what you doing, keep doing it. You see what I'm saying?
Hey.
And he shot me his number, he like, fuck with me. And shit, that's what just me. That's go back to the question, the call game. Bring
people together. Love the call.
I met a millionaire, even though he one of the coolest millionaire that's down on the earth, be in the hood. None of them other rappers don't be out here like that dude. That dude be in his hood pulling up, no bodyguards, none of that shit.
Man, I ain't got